even though the Republican Party right now is filled with people who have either been indicted and are awaiting their criminal trial, or it's got people who are currently experiencing a criminal trial in Manhattan, of all places. But the Republican Party is filled with a lot of people who are potentially going to be convicted criminals in the near future. And it's funny because this is the party that tells us every day that America is overridden with crime. You know, you can't walk into any of these cities, whether it's New York City or LA or San Francisco or Chicago. If you go there, you're going to be shot or you're going to be, assaulted. You're going to have your car broken into because crime, according to Republicans, is rampant. Fox News talks about it all the time. Newsmax, Republican politicians. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was out there this week, making up elaborate hoaxes about crime in New York. Trump, outside of his criminal trial, has talked to reporters and said, there's crime all around and they're prosecuting me, but they're not prosecuting all these other people. To hear Republicans tell the story, there's a good chance that everybody is going to end up murdered before the end of the day. But luckily, that is just a story. Because according to the latest round of statistics from the FBI itself, crime in America has actually been plummeting for the last 2 years. Both in 2022 and 2023, crime rates across the country, including murders, dropped. Now, what happened was that we had a spike in violent crimes that took place during the pandemic, starting in 2020 and bleeding over into 2021. Once that kind of died down, crime also died down. So, for 2022, violent crime decreased by 1.7%, and there were 6.7% fewer murders. Now, data for the year 2023 is not yet complete, but what we do have are quarterly numbers. So, preliminary 2023 FBI data in predicting the final numbers for the year show basically a considerable drop. The third quarter FBI data showed murders dropping an estimated 15.6% compared with the same period in 2022, and violent crime dropping 8.2% overall. The fourth quarter 2023 report released in March shows an estimated 4% drop in property crime, 6% drop in violent crime, and 13% decrease in murders from 2022. So, crime is going down across the country. Doesn't matter if it's murder, doesn't matter if it's other violent crimes, doesn't matter if it's property crime, it's all going down. So, that would seem to indicate that we're on the right track as a country, right? I mean, anytime bad things get fewer, that's good. But Republicans can only run elections based on fear. Whether it's the fear of people coming across the border, those people coming across the border taking your job, maybe killing you, who knows, they've suggested that. Whether it's the fear of the people on welfare, like back from the 80s. Whether it's the fear of terrorists, whether it's the fear of traditional marriage going down the drains if we let gay people get married. There's always that fear. For the last 40 years, Republican presidential campaigns have been based on fear. And what they're trying to do, they did it in 2022 in the midterms, and they're trying to do it this year, is run on the fear that you're either going to get robbed or murdered walking down the street. But the statistics do not back them up. The statistics never back up what Republicans say, but that's never stopped them in the past, and it's not going to stop them now. But when you hear these right-wingers out there whining about crime and talking about how horrible it is, just remember, the statistics are literally saying the opposite. And it's about time for the media to start pushing back on this idiotic Republican talking point. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.